Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, His Grace Devaki Nandan Prabhu ki. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. We can pass around that and collect the malas. So today we're very, very fortunate and blessed to have the association and the company of His Grace Devaki Nandan Prabhu. Prabhu has come all the way from India, and he has many areas, many different places that he looks after, that he oversees. He's the vice chairman for the bureau in India that looks over nearly 100 temples in India. And first and foremost is his base, which is ISKCON Kanpur, one of his bases, ISKCON Kanpur, which is a beautiful, I got the chance to actually visit this temple. And when I saw it, I thought, temples like this were only built in Satyug. It's so beautiful, over 100,000 square feet, a solid marble temple. And it was just fabulous with so many domes and spires. And every Sunday, there's a bigger festival than our Janmashtami festival here. 20,000 people coming on Sundays and other days also. So such a glorious servant of Srila Prabhupada. He's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada who joined over 50 years ago when he was 17 years old. And since then has been nonstop serving this movement and serving Srila Prabhupada. One of the first things that he did was serve as in Juhu ISKCON Bombay. And there later he became the vice president and the president of the temple and built the Heaven on Earth project there in Juhu. So many wonderful things. And furthermore, Prabhu travels all around the world inspiring other temples and other communities on how to develop their communities. So he's the global minister for ISKCON and is looking after many temples and helping the communities, one of which is ISKCON Naperville. So our temple here is partly due to his blessings, his guidance, his inspiration that he gave for this building. So we're very honored to have him, and let's welcome him with 3 very loud Haribols. Haribol! 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 I just have one small request. If everyone there in the corner can please come forward. We have so much space here. Vinod Prabhu and Ajit Prabhu, all of you can please come here. And Matajis, if you can come forward. Anyway, if there's no backrest, please come. Prabhu, we haven't had kirtan until now, so you can do some kirtan if you like. Or take it. Your husband. I didn't say wife, I didn't say that. Hare Krishna, please come in here. Hare Krishna. Please come and have a seat. You can also play. He also plays it. Yes, I even. Namah Vishnu Padaya Vishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namah. Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatyadishatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Pashatyadishatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Srivasadi Gaura Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Stop there, everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everyone loudly, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Jai Gora Haribal, 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 Gora Haribal. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gora Haribal, 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 Gora Haribal, Haribal. Go Pramanandi. Thank you, Prabhu.
The meaning of Gopal, the maintainer of the senses. Go means senses, go means cow, and go means mother earth. And Pal means maintainer. The one who maintains the cow, the one who maintains the senses, and one who maintains the whole earthly planet is called Gopal. Therefore we say, Sarve Bhumi Gopal ke. Whole land belongs to Gopal. He is the maintainer. So Maharaj has given very nice. Of course, Gopal. Added. Wonderful. Still so many going in my ear.
Thank you, Prabhu. And I already introduced Prabhu, but since so many people just came in, I just.
Everybody can come.
Yes.
We are all almost Indian, no?
Yeah.
We know how to accommodate everybody.
Everyone, please come forward. Please come forward. Yes. And also, these sofas are there for people to sit on. So, those of you who would like a chair, if you like a chair, please sit on the sofa here. Mataji, please sit up. This way, it'll make room for people, and they can, yes. Please come. Okay. Here's their space here. Please come forward, yes. Hare Krishna, please come in. We have a lot of space here. We're just moving forward, everyone. Yes. So very quickly, His Grace Devaki Nandana Prabhu is blessed us in Naperville for a few days. He's coming from India, and he's actually one of my heroes. He joined Krishna consciousness at the age of 17, over 50 years ago, when Srila Prabhupada was here. He's a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And since that time, he's been serving this movement incessantly and selflessly. And he's established over a dozen temples, instrumental in establishing over a dozen temples. The most recent of that being ISKCON Kanpur, All of you should visit it once in your lifetime. It's a solid marble temple, over 100,000 square feet temple. Also in Juhu, Bombay, the Heaven on Earth project. And the reason Prabhu is such an example and for most of us here is because generally we see that those who are sannyasis or monks, they do these types of things. But Devaki Nandan Prabhu is a householder. Mataji is on her way here. She came all the way from India along with Prabhu. He's a householder and he's setting an example for all of us householders, how even householders can do what even sannyasis cannot do. His spirit of service and dedication is an example for the entire ISKCON. So let's give him one very warm welcome.
Wow, my favorite flower. Favorite devotee, favorite house, because there's nice prasadam here. Favorite flower. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamna Tera Vanachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Radha Madhava जय ओम विष्णुवाद परमहंस प्रव्राजकाचार्य वन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामचार श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। ग्रंथराज भगवत गीता की जय। निताय गौर हरि प्रमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। So, thank you very, very much for coming this evening. Who would not like to come? Such a sweet host we have. I do not know where is Balaram, my friend. He is hiding somewhere. Gopal Hari Prabhu, his good wife, parents, children, so sweet. And you all must be knowing him better than me because he stays here. Anybody came for first time here for this satsang? All right. So you got first experience of his sweetness by sweet kirtan, right? This kirtan is out of this world. It can take you out of the world. Out of this world means the holy name is so powerful. We all are suffering. And this suffering is created by us. Not by Maya, not by anybody else. Maya is only instrument. But it's our own creation. But one can be very happy simply by chanting the holy name Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. This holy name is none different from Krishna. Radharani and Krishna, they combine together as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. So this holy name is the son of Krishna, product of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. Now Radhastami is coming in few years' time. So it's beneficial that we talk something about Srimati Radharani. Of course, I will talk about the verse. Got two more left. Today one and tomorrow is last. So how much time you all can give? Let's sign a contract first. Because I have a habit. If I get mic, I'll go on talking for a few hours. I have no problem in talking. So anyway, so as I was saying, that this holy name is the son of Radha and Krishna. When they combined together, the product came as holy name. So it's there. Ajanulambita bhajau, kanakavadatou, sankirtana pitarau. Is Pitarau, means father of Sankirtan. And you know, if anybody wants to please father, then we have to please the son. Is it not? Prabhupada said, if you love me, then love my dog. Of course, he spoke in America because everybody keeps dog. Not you all, but anyway, whoever keeps. So, this is the best way to please the parents by pleasing the child. So, when we chant this holy name,
this will bring great pleasure to Radha and Krishna. In this age of Kali, this is the only way to please Radha and Krishna. How Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here on this planet, there is a wonderful pastime in Chaitanya Mangal, a scripture called Chaitanya Mangal, written by wonderful devotee. So once Narad Muni, he is a great devotee. As we all have this kind of wrong conception about Narad Muni, we think Narad means jhagda lagane wala. He is one who creates the fight between everyone or disturbance. That's how wrong misconception is there. But the word Narada means Nar da iti Narada. Nar means Lord Narayan, and Da means giver. He's so kind. Wherever he goes, he has only one business, and that is to give Narayan to everyone. So this is the gift of Narada. The holy name is a gift of Narad, product of Radha and Krishna combined together. But the sole distributor is Narada Muni. Narada Muni bajaye bina Radhika Ramana Name. Wherever he goes, he keeps chanting. Narad Muni or any devotee of the Lord, pure devotee of the Lord, Acharya, they are none different from Krishna. Acharya mam bijaniyam. Krishna said, must consider Acharya as myself. No difference. So just like Krishna knows past, present and future. As he says in Bhagavad Gita, Vedaham samtitani vartamanani cha Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, I know everything perfectly well. Even I know the past, I know present, so I know future. Same way, the pure devotee of the Lord, like Srila Prabhupada or Naradji, they know past, present and future. So this pastime took place in Dwapar Yuga. One day, Naradji was thinking, he was sitting and thinking about Kali Yuga, this age, and what will be the situation of the people in Kali Yuga. And when he saw the terrible situation of the people in Kali Yuga, as a Vaishnava, who are very soft-hearted. Devotee's heart is compared. Jiva Goswami mentioned that Krishna and his devotees, their heart is like butter. And nature of butter, you are chanting, you should not chant. Chanting means hearing, and hearing means hearing. You can't do both things. It will be offensive. Do one thing. So, the butter nature is to melt as soon as it comes in contact with fire. So, miseries are nothing but fire, right? Everybody is burning in a stress, different kind of miseries. So, when people in general, they burn, and their burning becomes like fire. And devotee's heart is like butter. So naturally it melts. So Narad Muni, he was thinking about Kali Yuga. And when he understood the situation of the people of Kali Yuga, that how there will be so much suffering. I mean, you all know better than me. I also know. I had experience. But now being in a scan, I do not feel that much. Because Prabhupada is there, Krishna is there, wonderful devotees are there, holy name is there. But one who is outside, day in, day out, they have to face this calamity. So it said in Bhagavatam, Kalau doshe nidhi rajan asti ek mahan guna. This Kali Yuga is full of different fault. And in faulty situation, one cannot be happy. So when Narad Muni saw about Kali Yuga and saw the suffering situation of the people of the Kali, his heart melted. And this is the quality of Vaishnava. They are paradukha dukhi. When they see other suffering, they cry. And in this material world, when we see other suffering, we enjoy. Oh, he is suffering, I am okay. But devotee other way around. When they see others suffer, they feel they get same pain. Just imagine if, he, God forbid, nobody has, I just give an example, okay? If he has some terrible problem and he is feeling pain in his heart, and if he calls Gopal Hari Prabhu that, look, this is what happened, police caught me today, that is also a pain. If you are driving and if you go wrong way, that's also suffering. I mean, I experienced first time, we are driving from Portland to Seattle. And my devotee friend, who is Pujari, who are driving in 250 mile speed, something like that. And police was following, I keep telling him, don't drive so fast, don't drive so fast. He said, Prabhu, don't worry, there's no police night time. And then, the Indian mentality. Then there are cross-section, bridge. And the police was on the bridge. He detected. And he drove behind us. And he caught us. So like, if we are driving 250, he must be driving 300 or something. And he caught us. So I was chanting. And I tried to take out my hand. He said, Prabhu, don't take out your hand. He will shoot you. I go, why? He said, if you take out your hand, then he will think that you are having gun or something. So that was our first experience. And he was really terrified. Anyway, so let's come back. So if he calls Gopal Hari Prabhu and said, look, I have got some problem and I'm really in terrible situation. Now what he is going through, do you think Gopal Hari Prabhu will know what he is going through in his heart? He will come, he will sympathize, he will try to put some malham patti, try to make him comfortable, calm down. But what is going on in his heart, he will not know. He may know, but I don't know, any of you. But pure devotee of the Lord, and the Lord, he knows what is going on in the heart of his devotee, other people. This is difference. So Narad Muni, when he saw what is going on in the heart, he really felt the pain of the people of Kali Yuga. He just only thought it over, he saw. And Narad Muni became so emotional. He started crying. He started crying. And then he went to Dwarika. Lord was in Sudharma Sabha. Some meeting was going on. He didn't go to Sudharma Sabha. He wanted to get the work done. So how to get it done? If just like children, if we want something, then go to mother, not to father. Right? Mother will give from side way, don't worry. Father will say, no, but mother will give from side way. So he went to Rukmini ji. And he was just crying. Rukmini could not understand what is the situation. Why is he crying? Then she kept asking, my dear son, what happened to you? Why are you crying? What happened? What happened? What happened? Hey Balram, But Narad wouldn't say, only cry. Whenever she asked, he cried more louder, more louder. And this is the nature of women, ladies, and a child. If one lady crying, after some time you'll see all the lady will cry. I don't know here, but in India, one daughter is going to her husband's place, she will cry all the ladies will cry. Even men also cry. We all have experience. Same as a child, when a small child cries, all the children will start crying. And that is because soft heart, nothing else. Nothing. This is not weakness or anything. I'm sorry if you all felt anything, but this is nature, because you all are mother. The ladies are the mother. The mother has soft heart. So Rukmini started crying. And Naradi thought, okay, my job is done. What he wanted, he imparted in the heart of Rukmini. And what was that? Suffering of the people of Kali Yuga. And he walked out. Rukmini, it must be afternoon or something. She kept crying. News went to Krishna. And when he came back, he saw Rukmini crying. And he tried to ask her, what happened? Did Satyabhama say anything to you? Did anybody say anything? What happened? Why are you crying? What is the reason of your crying? Rukmini wouldn't say anything. She wouldn't say anything. Then he didn't know what to do. Then he asked somebody, what happened? Because she wouldn't say. So she asked servant, another, what happened? Did somebody insulted her? Did somebody come? Because Rukmini was the, Krishna has 16,108 wives. But Rukmini was most beloved wife of Krishna. She never raised her voice. There are so many wonderful qualities of Rukmini he described. So Krishna asked somebody, what happened? Did anybody come? Did anybody say anything? Maybe Mother Devaki said something because she's mother-in-law. Those days mother-in-law had power. Nowadays no mother-in-law has power. Did Satyabhama said? Who said? What happened? Then the servant said, no, Narad Muni came and he was crying. After some time he left and she started crying. So Krishna said, oh, now I understand. This is the Narad who did this job. Then finally Rukmini broke her silence and Krishna kept asking, what happened? What happened? What is the reason that you are crying? So she said, simple thing. My Lord, you are in everyone's heart. You know the pain and pleasure of everyone. But my problem is that you do not know what is going on in your maid servant's heart. What is going on in my heart, you do not know. That's my misery, and that makes me cry. And Krishna understood what is going on in Rukmini's heart, what was going on in the heart of Narad Muni. So what was the reason that Narad Muni was crying? Tell me. Suffering of people in Kali Yuga. And then what was the reason that Rukmini was crying? Because Narad was crying? What was the reason? Same reason. He imparted. He imparted in Rukmini's heart. So when Rukmini said that you know everybody's heart, but you don't know my heart, that's my problem. So when Krishna understood, then he promised Rukmini that in Kali Yuga I will come, and please you also come with me. And that's how he came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. And as I told you, this is their byproduct. The holy name is the byproduct of Rukmini, Krishna, or Radha and Krishna combination. So this is the best way to please Krishna, by chanting the holy name Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Only thing that we have to be attentive while we chanting. Very attentive. So, I felt like talking something about holy name that has connection with Radharani also. So, we will read this verse from Bhagavad Gita. So, everybody please hold your hand and repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text number 65. This chapter is called Conclusion, the Perfection of Renunciation. So please repeat. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mami evasyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The most confidential part of knowledge is that one should become a pure devotee of Krishna and always think of him and act for him. One should not become an official meditator. Life should be so molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. One should always act in such a way that all his daily activities are in connection with Krishna. He should arrange his life in such a way that throughout the 24 hours he cannot but think of Krishna. And the Lord's promise is that anyone who is in such pure Krishna consciousness will certainly return to the abode of Krishna, where he will be engaged in the association of Krishna face to face. Thus, most confidential part of knowledge is spoken to Arjuna because he is the dear friend of Krishna. Everyone who follows the path of Arjuna can become a dear friend to Krishna and obtain the same perfection as Arjuna. These words stress that one should concentrate his mind upon Krishna. The very form with two hands carrying a flute, the bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feather, Achinta. Bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feather in his hair. There are descriptions of Krishna found in Brahma Samhita and other literature. One should fix his mind on the original form of Godhead, Krishna. One should not even divert his attention to other form of the Lord. The Lord has multi forms as Vishnu, Narayan, Rama, Varaha, etc. But a devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that uh, was presented before Arjuna. Connection of the mind on the form of Krishna consciousness, the most confidential part of knowledge, and this is disclosed to Arjuna because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurjinimiritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschadhistarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Now here, this verse spoken by Krishna is part of the most confidential knowledge. In this verse, Krishna talks about two things. One thing, how to go back home, back to Godhead. This material world is not our place. We don't belong here. We are simply a guest here. But paying guest, no free guest. We are paying. It is called punya and pap. So we are paying here. We are not free. Now, this material world is created by the Lord for us because we wanted to enjoy. And the Lord created this thing for our enjoyment. And with our little independence, we ruined this whole situation and turn into miserable situation. Therefore, our Param Guru Maharaj, the Guru Maharaj or my Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, used to say, this material world is not meant for a gentleman. Right? You are a scholar, you are a professor. This material world is not meant for gentlemen. This material world is known as Pavarga. Pa, Pa, Ba, Bha and Ma. Right? Padhe ho na? Pavarga. Pa means parisram. Everyone had to work hard from morning to evening like donkey to maintain the family, society, your own self. Pavarga. Nobody can be happy without working. They had to work. Even Krishna had to work. I said yesterday in class. He did the work by stealing butter. Something work he did. You did hear? Chanakya Pandit, a great politician and philosopher, he said, Nahi suptasya sinhasya pravesanti mukhe mriga. Although lion is the king of the forest, but if he sleeps, thinking that my food will come in my mouth, no. He had to work hard. And we don't have feeling the pain of the lion. Sometimes they don't find any शिकार क्या बोलते हैं? Yes. So, yeah, they're hunting, they don't find any prey, then they had to fast for months together. So, they had to really work hard. Same way we had to work hard. Pa means parisram. And fa means fan. We work so hard that fan comes out from the mouth, like the horse or the bull. When they work hard, you see the fan coming out. In Hindi we say thunk sukh raha hai. And ba means bigata, means nothing will go with us. You are working so hard throughout your life. High bank balance, nice house, everything, name, fame, glory, so much. But when we die, does anything goes with us? It's plain truth. Nothing goes with us. And bha means bhaya. Everyone is fearful in this material world at every moment. Why ones become fearful? Once, Prajanya Baba, the father of Nanda Maharaj or grandfather of Krishna, when he was taking Banaprastha, he was going in forest. The last moment he called all his 5 sons, Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, Nandan. He called all of them and he asked them, my dear child, I am going. Do you have any question to us? Last moment. So Nanda Baba, he asked a question. He said, my dear father, what is the cause of fear? In this material world, everyone is fearful. What is the cause? So Upananda Baba said, Adrishyam bhaya karanam. Future. Future is the cause of fear. We all are fearful. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. So future. Adrishyam bhaya karanam. Something unseen is cause. So bha means bhaya. And ma means mritu, death. So we all have to die. So these 5 factors are nothing but 100% truth. Every way to go through. You don't require any philosophy to understand this thing. Simple, plain truth. So this world is not meant for a gentleman. We are being kicked like football. Football, what they call here? Soccer ball. In India we call football. From put, they call it anyway. So we are like soccer ball. From one pole to other pole. Go to house, wife is shouting. Go to office, boss is shouting. Now this is the world. Problem. So our real home is Vaikuntha. Vai means where there are no, and Kuntha means worry or anxiety. So everyone should work hard to achieve the real goal of going back home, back to Godhead. This human form of life is given to us. This is very prestigious life, very precious life, valuable life. Prabhupada said, this body is an airport from where the plane goes from, to Vaikuntha, plane goes to hell, plane, goes to different places. We can do everything by this body. You can go to heaven, you can go to hell, you can go to Vaikuntha. So, we should strive for going back home, back to Godhead. And how this will happen? By above processes Krishna has given here. First one is said, Man Mana Bhava. Man Mana Bhava means always think of me. Always think of me. Me or anything connection with me. Just like a mother who loves her child, when she sees the shoes of a child, right? What does she remember? Mothers? Bolo Mataji lo. Not together, but at least. What does she remember? Her child. She doesn't remember shoes. She remember her child because she has connection with the child. So that is the real meaning of Manmana Bhava. Manmana Bhava. Think about Krishna in everything. Everything has a connection with Krishna. Just like we drink water every day, right? Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. I am the taste in the water. Do you feel ever when you drink water? You don't feel. Prabhasmi surjayo. Every day we get sunlight. So that's me. The whole 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita describes about Vibhuti Yoga of the Lord. That how Lord you can see everywhere. The Paramahansa or pure devotee of the Lord, they see Krishna everywhere. Ya sukata parato veha jata nirveda atmaman hridikritva harim geha prabrajisa narottama. The Narottama, because they have Lord in their heart, so they see everything in connection with the Lord. So we have to establish the Lord in our mind in order to see. Right now, in our mind, all the kachra is there. Sense gratification. So we see everything as object of sense gratification. Prabhupada gave an example that when we see a nice rose flower, a person who has kachra in his head or sense gratification, he says, oh, how nice rose flower is there. I'll give it to my girlfriend. But one who is Krishna conscious, oh, how nice this rose flower is there. What a beauty of Krishna. He created this. Let me take it and offer to Krishna. That is simple, plain, definition of Krishna consciousness. This is definition of Manmana Bhava. So right now, our mind is connected to sense gratification. And we think every object for our sense gratification. Whether, living object like human being or any object, even dead matters, we think for our sense gratification. If it's a nice car, so very nice car. Oh, when will I have that car? We think that way. So, then you may ask how it can be. How is it possible to think about Krishna all the time? In fact, Arjuna asked same question. Chanchalahi mana Krishna pravatim balamam dridam. Oh Krishna, my mind is so flickering. I can control the air flow, but I cannot control my mind. What to do? Krishna said, Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Practice. Practice makes man perfect. So our mind may be, not only may be, for sure, is in sense gratification. And how to make mind, Krishna conscious? But abhyasena tu kaunteya. By practice. And what should we practice? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has so kindly given us this holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. If you keep on chanting, today, tomorrow, just go on chanting. One day, the mind will come on the track of chanting the holy name. You have to practice. This way, if mind comes on that track, and then at the end of life, which is the final exam, will be able to think about Krishna. And that is the perfection of human life. Janmalabha parapunsa antah narayana smriti. Antah narayana smriti. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yam antakali chamameva asmaran uktva kalivaram tam tametu kaunteya asdatad bhavavita. He said, at the time of death, if someone is able to remember me, he will get my bhav, or he will come back home, back to Godhead. So we should always prepare to chant. And at time of death, we should be able to remember Krishna. That is the final exam. Somebody may say, well, who knows, at time of death, we may not able to remember what to do. So, there are two kind of person who say, okay, time of death now, okay, I'll remember time of death. But if you don't remember from now, you will not be able to remember. And at time of death, sometime, if you are remembering now, and that moment does not even remember, still Krishna will accept you, because there are a lot of interest is there. Fixed deposit you have done, so interest is there. You have chanted. But if you don't chant, and sure enough you will chant. One of the great Vaishnava, he tells, talking to his mind, he said, Krishna tadiya padapankaja panjarantam adayo me visatu manasaraja hansa prana prayana samaye kaphabata pittau kantha avarodhana vidhau smarana kutaste. Oh my dear mind, or oh my dear friend, who thinks then I will be able to remember Krishna at time of death. I will be able to chant the holy name of time of death and go back, come back to Godhead. Then you are really living in foolish paradise. Because time of death said, Kantha avarodhana vidhau kaphabata pittau. At the time of death, kaph, bath and pit, everything comes and chokes our throat. Like Karuna, like Karuna has also kaph, no? Kaph was only choking. Asmarana kutaste. How will we be able to remember that time? So long we are healthy, so long our mind is functioning, we should practice chanting this holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. That is perfection of our life. And this way, at the time of death, we'll be able to remember. In Hindi say, Jo ant mati so gati. Once, and this is true story, it's not from any book or anywhere, but fact. I was the temple president of Vrindavan, and it was in 2003. So in summer season, our Sankirtan boys, book distributor, we have, in India we do by bus. There's so many buses go out to read books. So they were going to Himalaya, Haridwar, Rishikesh, that side for book distribution. Because throughout the year they have to do. So they were passing by Suktal. You know what is Suktal? Suktal is a place where Sukadeva Goswami spoke Bhagavatam to Parikshit. Even now, hundreds of katha goes out every day. And Bhandara goes out every day. After the end of the katha, there is Bhandara. Anybody can come and eat. So how devotee were going? They also, their own Bhandara of Mr. Mehta from London was going on. So they all sat down in path and they were serving. So nice, puri, bundia, halwa, sabji, nice feast was there. And along with that, they were serving Coca-Cola. So it was strange. So the devotee, they are wondering what heck is going on. Why they are serving the Coca-Cola? So our leader, Sankirtan leader, he asked the server, why are you serving Coca-Cola? He said, Swamiji, I don't know. This Mr. Mehta from London, he had done this Bhagavad Katha on name of his father. And he asked us to serve Coca-Cola, we serve it. So his inquisitiveness did not satisfy. So he wanted to talk to Mr. Mehta. So he got to talk to Mr. Mehta and he said, why are you serving Coca-Cola? Poor Mr. Mehta, he folded a hand. He said, Maharaj, My father was a devotee of Lord Shiva, Bhola Baba. He was father of Bhola, Lord Shiva. And when he was dying, we kept reminding him. We told, Bapu, bolo bhola, or Bapu bola coco cola. So this was the desire of my father, last moment, what can I do? Dead man. So we are serving Coca-Cola. So let us not have that kind of desire, okay? Let us have desire only to remember about Krishna. When I was looking at this photo, I remember more kutur, that how Krishna and Radharani, they are dancing. Such a wonderful, if you hear the description of their dance, just beautiful dance. So Krishna has performed so many leelas. Any leela you meditate on. So we should study the scriptures such as Bhagavatam to know Krishna's leela. Just like killing a putna. Right? Krishna came here to paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami juge juge, to destroy the unsocial elements such as demons. And first encounter happened was with Putna. She was the lady, Pasapa. So he killed her. And after killing, he was begging apology. He said, look, my dear Putna, it's not my fault. I am a small child. And child by nature, they like milk. I did not call you. You came on your own. You gave me your breast. And if I drank the milk from your breast, if I suck your breast, and if you died, what's my fault? It's not my fault. I didn't invite you, you came here. So Krishna justified. So just even remember that Leela, Kilim Kutna. Yesterday I was talking, Yani Yani Gitani, Tadvalak Charitani ta, Tadini Mantane Kalam, Tan Asmaran Gayata. Mother Jashoda was remembering different pastime of her child, Krishna. Tadabalak Charitani cha. All different pastime. And she was singing, glorifying Krishna. So either we can do that way, or if nothing, then the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is like master key. In hotel room, there is one master key, right? It works in all the room. So if you don't know any mantra, nothing, you don't need anything, just chant Hare Krishna. And pass away. Say, Hare Krishna Jamarajji, goodbye. That will be the situation at time of death. So if we have this thing, then Krishna say, Mame evasasi, you will come to me. This is one thing. Second thing, Pratijane priyosime. This fourth thing, all four things. With all these four things, any of these things, manmana bhava, mad bhakto, become devotee of Krishna. Means do some service, dhan se, man se, dhan se, whatever. Madhyaji, whatever you eat, offer to Krishna. Whatever you have, offer to Krishna. If you do this way, then we become very dear to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prakshati tadaham bhaktipa hita asnami pratyatmanaha. Pratyatmana means with love. The devotee offer me something, I accept it with love. The madhyaji, worship me, offer everything. Yat karoshi yadasnasi, yat duhosi yadas yat tapaswasi kaunteya tat krusva madrapanam. As we most, everybody is here householder, right? This is duty of householder. Be intelligent. Prabhupada gave example, if you have 2 0 and 1, and we say, okay, you put 1. So where will you put 1 with this 2 0? Eh? Before 0, right? Good businessman. So that makes 100, right? If we were in middle, only 10. And we will last, only 1. So we all are very intelligent people here. Put Krishna first. And that will make you dear to Krishna. That will make, whatever you do, offer to Krishna, result. We eat every day. Put tulsi patta, offer to Krishna and eat. He saying, no. If you want wealth, become wealthy, no problem. Syamji was asking today, he planning from now to become multimillionaire. It's good. We should do planning. So make wealth, but offer to Krishna. Don't think it's in mind. If it's in mind, then problem is start. There was a businessman, he was doing business, and in the business, he was losing every day. A lot of stress came, and he was very unhappy, suffering. So once he went to Sadhu, Hare Krishna Mandir he went, and he said, my dear Gopal Hari Prabhu, I am stressed out. My business is not doing good, and I am suffering like anything. I see you guys are very happy. So I want to become like one of you. And I want to hand over the business to you. Offer to temple. So Gopal Hari said, all right. Very good idea. Some renunciation came in, very nice. All right, write down. He wrote down. Then he said, all right. Then Gopal Hari said, okay, fine. You have given business to Krishna. Thank you very much. But business had to be run by somebody. And you are expert businessman. Nobody is better than you. So please run the business. And when he started running the business, the profit became din dumna rat chaguna. He was just earning more profit. And he started wondering what happened. And then he came and asked Gopal Hari, Prabhu, what happened? Maharaj, what happened? I was doing same business in same way. And I was losing every day. So much stress I had. I am doing same business every day. But now I am so joyful. Every day money coming, so much profit coming. So Gopal Hari said, Prabhu, till yesterday, you are doing business for yourself. But now you are doing for Krishna. So you can see the difference. Doing for self or doing for Krishna. Krishna consciousness is very, very practical. For everyone. Old man can chant Hare Krishna, young man can chant, lady can chant, children can chant, everybody. When I see a small boy like Balaram taking mala and chanting, then I remember, yes, Prabhupada said anybody can chant. Very practical thing. So, you do everything. Yad karosi yadasnasi, yad johosi yadasyat. Krishna said, Madhyaji, worship me. Krishna is the best person to be worshipped. We worship so many, personalities. But this personality can never be certified. But Krishna is a person who can be certified even by giving poison. Putana went to give poison. The problem with us that we don't want to give to Krishna anything. He is ready to take anything. For him, there is no nectar and poison. For him, both are same. Nectar, poison apply to us, not to Krishna. Give anything to Krishna, he will accept it. Happily, he will accept it. And in return, he will give so much that you will not even imagine. Just like if, you give 1 rupee to somebody and somebody gives $1. There's a lot of difference in 1 rupee, although it is 1. In Bhagavatam, it's a story about that lady who was selling the fruit. And she gave offer to Krishna. And how much she got? Few grains she got. But she gave to Krishna. And the grain turned into jewels. So Krishna can do anything. Let us practice how to give to Krishna. Only in India, I said, they only write Dena Bank, but that's actually Lena Bank. They keep taking, come and deposit your money. They call Dena Bank, but they take. So we also have same thing. You know Dena Bank, well, Lena Bank. You go to Krishna and you put 10 rupees and say, my dear Krishna, give me 10,000 rupees. What, Krishna is fool or what? You give 10 rupees and Krishna will give 10,000 rupees. You're not a fool. So, best thing is to give everything to Krishna. Madhyaji, the third thing. And fourth thing is, Mam Namaskuru. I was talking about service. Yes, best person to serve is Krishna. When Prabhupada was establishing Krishna consciousness movement, then somebody suggested that he should give the name International Society for God Consciousness. And Prabhupada said, no, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Because Krishna is the supreme God. All the gods are there in Krishna. His Godhead. Just like if you have $100 bill, then 1 is there, 2 is there, 5 is there, 10 is there, 50, everything is there. So if Krishna is pleased, then everybody will please. So he should be worshipped. Madhyaji. He is the supreme object of worship. In Mahabharata, that story is there when Maharaj Yudhishthir was performing Rajasuya Yajna. There, question came that who should be worshipped first? Because so many people were there. So who should be worshipped first? And Sahadev, the younger brother of Krishna, somebody said, son of Jarasandha, his name was Sahadev. So he suggested that Krishna is the Supreme Personality and he should be worshipped first. And everybody, Bhishma Pitama, second the proposal, and like that. But, Sisupal, he did not like, but he was full. People like Bhishma Pitama, who is Mahajan, who knows about Krishna as it is 100%, he is supporting. Because he is the Parabrahma. Arjuna in 10th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, earlier said, Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Paramam Bhamam, Purusham Saswatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vibhu. Krishna is Parabrahma. Therefore, he should be worshipped. Madhyaji. And last but the least one is, Mam Namaskuru. Offer your obeisances to me. Mam Namaskuru. So if we do this fourth thing will result into going back home, back to Godhead. And while we are living here, we become very dear to Krishna. Pratijani priyusime. He, Krishna, accepts us. Krishna takes us. Pratijani priyusime. That point, Krishna will be looking for us. Krishna will be looking for us. Since Radhastami is there, I will just quote one verse from Bhagavatam. This is regarding Radharani, that how Radharani became so dear to Krishna. And in whole Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana, Sukadeva Goswami has not mentioned the name of Radharani. This is the only verse that Sukadeva Goswami mentioned Radharani by her qualification. Said, Anayaradhito nunam bhagavan hari iswaraha yanno vihaya govinda pritoyam ayamanaya raha. So this pastime is, the first chapter of Ras Dance from Ras Panchadhyay. There are 5 chapters. And first chapter, when Krishna calls all the gopis of Vrindavan on Sarad Purnima night for Ras Dance. Everyone came. They all were joyful. Of course, Krishna tasted them first. when they came, and then he started speaking the code of morality. That okay, you all, why did you come here? Then they said, because you called us. Oh, thank you very much, you came here. He said, okay, now you came here, you saw me, now please go back. Because, people at your home, they must be waiting for. And it's not befitting for a gentle lady to be out in night, with some other man. It's just not good. So Krishna was testing them, the gopis, and of course, the gopis, they asked many questions. And they said, there's no question of going back because you have given up everything and come to you. So why should you go back? And then they asked the question to Krishna, my dear Krishna, you tell, what kind of lover you are? There are three kinds of lover. A lover loves when you love. A lover does not love whether you love or no. And a lover who does not care. So Krishna says, I am none of them. The first one who loves, after you love, that's a business. So I am not that kind of lover. Then the lover does not love even somebody loves. That is Vatsalya bhava. Just like the child, parents, they love children, but they don't care, they don't even know what is that. And third one, I do not care whether you abuse me or accuse me or not love me or not talk to me, whatever. So that is called Paramahansa. That is Paramahansa stage. Then they were wondering, who are you? Then he gave a very nice answer to that I am one who live the mark of love, that the lover always hankers or runs after me to love me. Haro Hari, the word has been here, Haro Hari. So anyway, now, okay, everything happened, then the Ras dance start. And when Ras dance started, then in Ras dance, Krishna was with each gopi. With each gopi, Krishna was there. So all the gopi, they thought Krishna is only with me. And they became very proud that Krishna is with me, not with others, like that. And when Krishna saw that these gopis have become proud, it didn't take much time. In no time, he left them. So we have to learn from here, when somebody becomes proud with their success or in service of the Lord leaves them immediately. If he left the gopis, what to say about us? He left them. And then gopi were just so, so upset, very disturbed. And they started looking for Krishna. And while looking for Krishna, they were talking different thing about Krishna and this thing. And then they saw one footprint. And some flower, there. Then they said, who is this? Who is this fortunate one that Krishna has come with her, leaving us aside? And then they started being sarcastic that she must have done some mantra tantra to Krishna, and something that fasaliya Krishna go, something that Krishna has left us and come with her in a negative way. So this verse is spoken by Lalita ji, who is very, very dear to Krishna. Visakha is very dear to Srimati Radhika. And Lalita is very dear to Krishna. So Lalita Devi, she could not tolerate the insult of Krishna. Then she is glorifying. This is the word of Lalita Devi in glorification of Krishna. So she said, you know why did he go with that special lady? You know who is she? You don't know about her, who she is. And then she gives the qualification of Radharani. Who she is? Anaya radhito nunam. Nunam means certainly. There's no doubt. She is the topmost worshipper. Anaya aradhito. One who does aradhana or love Krishna. How? Anaya. She doesn't have anything else, but she always thinks how to please Krishna. She doesn't care for her own pleasure. Her pleasure is only to see how Krishna can be pleased. Radharani loves Krishna most. And Krishna loves Radharani the most. Other day I was saying the love of Srimati Radharani for Krishna, how much she loved, that when he left Braj and he went to Mathura and gave a promise that he will come back, and he did not come back. So Radharani, she was like mad when she saw the blue sky, she saw, Shyam Sundar, and just like, I don't know here, but in India, at least in my bathroom in Bombay, sometimes the water makes either cow sometime, from the water becomes cow, sometime makes like flower, the water, from water. Same way, the cloud makes the shape. So sometimes she saw a Krishna, pick a feather like that, and she was becoming crazy, and she will become unconscious and faint. So one gopi, her name is Champaklata. So she said, my dear Srimati Radharani, I am going to Mathura and I am going to bring Krishna. So Radharani was very happy, said, okay, please go ahead. So while she was going, she said, all right, do you remember this agreement Krishna has signed with you? Once when you were upset, something he had done, and then he signed an agreement that I, the son of Nanda Baba, village, Gokul, such and such date, like agreement we signed. No? He has signed that, and he has signed Nandanandan. Do you have that, and unconditionally, I am eternal servant of, you, because Radharani is Vrindavaneshwari. She is the queen of Braj. So, that Gopi, she said, give me that, contract paper, game paper, I am going to bring him. Then she said, how will you bring? He said, no, I will first talk to him nicely. If he listens to me, well and good. If not, then I will go in the court of King of Mathura, and I will ask him to please give the judgment. And here is a proof. He I promise. He is ready. He is in debt to Srimati Radharani. And even if that he will not come, I'll tie his hand and leg and drag and bring him. When Radharani heard that, she started crying. He became like unconscious. She said, no, Chatura Chandra, please don't do that. Please don't do that. You go there. You tell Krishna about us, how we are. You ask him how he is. You request him to come. If he comes, well and good. If he doesn't come, and if you think that he is happy there, so it be. But please do not do this. So this is the love of Srimati Radharani to Krishna. Radharani could not live without Krishna. She could not live without Krishna. She wanted to die. But she thought, if I die, and Krishna hears that I died, then he'll feel bad. He will have pain. So I do not want to die. She wanted to die, but she didn't want to die because Krishna will become, unhappy, miserable. So that is the love of Srimati Radharani. And of course, I am sure you all must be knowing the story of the dust from the feet of Radharani. That Rukmini could not give the dust, but Radharani, take the dust. If this dust can cure the headache of Krishna, take it. And Narada said, hey, Gopi, don't you know you have to go to hell? She said, let me go to hell, but let Krishna be happy. That's Radharani. So Lalita said, Anaya Radhito Nunam. Nunam is certainly, see the most, whatever most is there, lover of Krishna. Then the Gopi said, how can you say we don't love? Oh man, they always have this thing. How can you say that, only she is lover? Then she said, look at the proof. Who is Krishna? Bhagavan, Hari, Iswara. He is Bhagavan. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of with all the six opulences. He was not happy with us. He went with her. He is Bhagavan. He is Hari. He takes away the misery of everybody. But today, he himself is miserable. Hari. He is Iswara. He controls everyone. But today, he is controlled by her. So this lady who has gone with Krishna is not ordinary lady. Krishna is called Madan Mohan. But Radharani is called Madan Mohan Mohini. Krishna can only control the Madan, Kamdev, but Radharani controls even Krishna. So these three words, Bhagavan, Hari, Iswara. He got everything. Bhagavan means full of with all the opulences. Still, he is feeling that he doesn't have everything. That's why she said, Nunam aradhito yanno vihaya govinda. Therefore, yan naha means all, the gopis, yanno vihaya, he has left us. He is Govinda. Gopal and Govinda, both. He is the pleasure giver of everybody. But today he is hankering for the pleasure. Therefore, he has gone prito yam anayat rahat, to get satisfied, to get happy. Raha means lonely place. He has gone lonely place with that gopi who worship him the most. The Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has everything. Still he is hankering for her. He is Hari, who takes away the distress of everybody. But today he is in distress. He is Iswara. He controls everybody. But today he is controlled. So this is the quality of Srimati Radharani. And how whole thing starts? Anaya Radhito Nunam. Nunam means certainly. There is no doubt. So we have to do Aradhana. We have to worship Krishna in order to become very dear to Krishna. In this particular age of Kali, how we can be dear to Krishna? By this chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So we will request everyone, please keep chanting the holy name. As much time you have, you can chant all the time. Try it. To get happiness, do it. If you don't, then leave it, no problem. And same time, read Bhagavad Gita. Read Bhagavad Gita to know the truth of birth, death, old age and disease, which is behind you like shadow. Birth, death, old age, all four. Even you want to get out of this thing, you cannot get out. And if you want to enjoy, they read the Krishna's pastime, Leela, which he did for us. And this Leela will invoke love for Krishna. I always give example. You know the hand pump? You all from India? The hand pump? Sometime, hand pump, there's no water, right? So, what an intelligent person does, he takes a bucket of water and he puts in pump. And when it pumps again, water comes. So, we all have love for Krishna in our heart, but now it is dry. So, how you can invoke that love? By hearing Hari Katha, like we are hearing. Or read Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada has given 80 books for us. So do two things. Chant Hare Krishna and read this Vedic literature. And you will find yourself in different world. Out of this miseries. End of the day, you will go back home but go ahead. And will eternally remain very, very dear to Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question, if anybody has? Yes, baby, your question? Yes.
You're speaking of the mind, and my experience is even though we're dancing and flying, but still these bad thoughts come to the mind out of nowhere. Feel desires, feel come. Also, it's because we're still going to work and we have to associate with some bad elements sometimes. So how to put mind in Krishna when we cannot do 24 hours? Our life does not allow us to.
Just see everything in relation to Krishna. And that is the way to fix our mind 24 hours in Krishna. Arjun, when you were fighting, you were not thinking about Krishna 24 hours. I mean, Krishna said, Mam anusmar juddhacha. Remember me and fight. So you are not remembering. You are remembering when to kill, whom to kill, and all these things. But that was for pleasure of Krishna. Thus, doing some service for pleasure of Krishna is also remembering Krishna. Because it's for Krishna's pleasure. I give the example of that businessman. When you are doing for himself, you are losing. But when you start doing for Krishna, you are gaining. That is the way to remember Krishna. See everything in connection with Krishna. Because everything belongs to Krishna. Isavasa idam sarvam yat kinchityam jagat tena taktin bhunjita magda kaschanidhanam. Isavasa idam sarvam. Everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just get connected. Any other question? Yes. वेरी गुड. जब मन भाग रहा है ना तो वो नाम काम कर रहा है. आयुर्वेद में जब दवा लेते हो ना तो पहले उसको क्लियर करता है. जब क्लियर हो जाएगा तब ठीक हो जाता है. तो अच्छा काम कर रहा है. भागने दो, उसको भागने दो. आप जप करते रहो. जप बहुत पावरफुल है. वो कृष्ण ही भगा रहे हैं. चिंता मत करो. वो ही दिखा रहे हैं कि तुम हमारे पीछे भागोगे कि उसके पीछे भागोगे. कीप चैंटिंग. वन डे माइंड विल कम डाउन. कितना भागेगा, थक जाएगा. The good question. Any other question? Okay. What do you have? Yes. You got to speak louder. Yes, Manusmriti is there. And also Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, here, how Brahman should do, what Kshatriya had to do, one Vaishya had to do, one Sudra, serve everybody. That is there also. Besides that, doing all these things, the purpose is to please Vishnu. कैसे वर्णाश्रम चारोतम कैसे कहाँ चिंता following varnashram, the purpose of varnashram is to please Vishnu. That's it. Whatever situation you are, Arjun, a Kshatriya, he fought to please Vishnu. Nand Baba and all the cowherd, as a Vaishya, they did everything, cowherd boy, to please Vishnu. Therefore, Prabhupada talks about Daivi Varnashram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he met Ramananda, he asked, tell something about Krishna. What is the good thing? Ramananda talks about Varnashram. And said, Yo Bahya, tell more, tell more, tell more. So, Prabhupada actually wanted to establish Varnashram in Krishna consciousness movement. Towards the end of his life, he had two desires. One was to establish Daivi Varnashram, and second was to preach to the scientists. He created a Bhaktivedanta Institute. So, Varnashram does not mean the mundane Varnashram. Varnashram means Daivi Varnashram, where Krishna is the center of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra. We already have Varnashram also today. We cannot avoid Varnashram. There are Brahman. Scientists are Brahman today. Everybody follows scientists. They are the Brahmin. Then army, the Kshatriya are there. Then business community, Vaishya are there. And then people who have job, Naukri, Sudra are there. So Varnashram is there. In our body there is Varnashram. Head is Brahman, the Kshatriya, stomach is Vaishya, and leg is Sudra. But that does not mean that one is higher, another is lower. No. All has, respect in society. According to Varnashram system, the Brahmana is called Panditji. The Kshatriya is called Thakurji. The Vaishya are called Sethji. And the Sudra are called Chaudhriji. They all have G. G means respect. They all have. So, we think, Sudra means low class. No, according to Krishna consciousness, a Krishna conscious devotee does not see Sudra as low class. We don't see our leg is 10th class. If you have some wound in your leg, you will treat it. You don't say, oh, this is Sudra. I don't need to treat. No. You take care of your leg also. If you got knee pain or anything pain, you take care. You get hurt in the, toe or something, you're walking, you take care. Not only head. Prabhupada wanted Daivi Varnashram. Daivi Varnashram means the goal of Varnashram is to please Krishna. Brahmana should work to please Krishna. Kshatriya, like Arjuna, should work to please Krishna. Vaishya should work to please Krishna. Sudra should work to please Krishna. That is Varnashram. Any other question? Yes, Mataji. Okay, you decide whoever. Yeah, Prarabdha, Aprarabdha, Ankush, Bij and Kut. There are 5 kind of different. It described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in beginning only. So, Prarabdha Karma means something you have done in past and it is just purified now. Aprarabdha, that you are doing and it will come later on. Then bij, that it comes from aprarabdha, the bij that you are sowing the seed right now, that is called bij of your karma. And then ankush, that had connection with the prarabdha karma, that it is fructifying now, so they sprouted, ankush. So like that. So actually, the real thing is only two, prarabdha and aprarabdha. It's only two, prarabdha and prarabdha. And others are, what do you call, the progress. If you are doing something now, then you are sowing the seed of the karma. And prarabdha means something you have done in past, now it is fructifying. And kut means that is situation in this material world. We cannot live without doing something. We have to do, either good or bad. That is the foundation. But prarabdha and aprarabdha are the two most important. So we have to decide which one, what kind of karma we do. Whatever we do, tomorrow we get the result. Looks like this is tired now. All right. Anything else? Umaji, any question? What is Santi? Sorry.
Before Krishna consciousness, if someone hurts, we have the tendency to, they hurt us, okay, let me revert back. But after Krishna consciousness, we kind of develop resolvence. But someone who is not part of our association, they say about ISKCON, Vagera, Vagera, this, that, it still hurts, but we kind of like tell them like softly, but they sometimes they're so rude that it hurts a lot. So in this condition, like the heart is becoming so soft. So this process, makes you so hard, so soft. The heart becomes so soft, and we try to solvent level, but still it hurts. It hurts. Sometimes it hurts so bad that we couldn't come out of that. So in that situation, like, do you think like the process, which maybe I think I'm doing is not that correct, or do I have to increase my intensity of chanting or something else so that I have to just take it for that instance and then leave it. Okay, going in.
See, this is what you just told, what you have heard, everything is called theory. Theory, Gyan. And till it becomes big Gyan, this situation will be there. If we pinch, we say we are not this body, right? And somebody pinches me, I feel pain, right? Somebody slaps me, I feel pain. If somebody slaps, he says, Prabhu, we are not this body. It's not going to work. But yes, slowly by practicing Krishna consciousness, not artificial way, automatically it will develop that you will leave the connection of the body the one way. Other thing is understanding of the knowledge. There are two kind of knowledge. One we hear and we become lakir ka fakir. We don't know the meaning of that. Just like there was a guru and there are 5 or 7 parrot and are teaching them, bolo, शिकारी आएगा, जाल बिछाएगा, दाना डालेगा, उसमें लोभ से फंसना नहीं. And one day hunter came, he put the net, he put the grain, all the parrots, they got stuck in that, still they are chanting, शिकारी आएगा, जाल बिछाएगा, दाना डालेगा, उसमें लोभ से फंसना नहीं. That's our situation actually. But real knowledge means to understand that if this problem is coming, if somebody hurts you, immediately offer your obeisance to that person. Because he is simply a messenger. Your own karma, this is your karma. Who is he to hurt you? He just only deliver your karma to you. A postman comes with a, few $1,000 money order to you. Will you accuse him? Will you abuse him? You'll give him sweet and water and everything. Okay, thank you. You have brought this thing. So this is the real understanding of karma. When we understand, then no problem. Then we will not see anybody hurting me. Since we do not understand, thus we say friend or enemy. That's a misunderstanding. So Krishna consciousness is the process which makes us understand. Tolerance is good. Tolerance is good. But that's artificial. But understanding will bring more happiness. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam. Understand the knowledge, but with Vijnanam, as it is. Vijnana means science, to know things as they are. So, what is the cause of my suffering? Why this suffering came? My own karma. That is called Vijnana. This person only brought to me. Alright? Yes.
Yes, so I just, I think someone has to leave. Prasadam is there, it's being served. Please don't leave without prasadam. And we'll just take one.
Okay, last question.
Bhagavad Gita and Vedas, we talk about how neurology plays into religion and how it's connected. Is neurology connected with Krishna consciousness?
Answer.
Yes, it is, because the brain has been given by Krishna. And he gave us this brain so that we can try to understand it, so that we can reason, try to come to the conclusion that Krishna is Lord, and surrender to it. Also realizing the limits of the brain. So the brain is there, but we are trying to use it to understand Krishna, and at a certain point we understand, okay, this is the limit of my brain. Now I need to surrender and wait for Krishna to reveal himself.
Yes. Another thing that brain Krishna has given to understand about this material world. Misery is the part of the material world. So brain is given to understand. Krishna says, Dukhalayam asashvatam. This place is miserable. So even if you don't have misery, you still understand that miserable. Anything happen tomorrow, next moment, padam padam jat, vipadam no tesam. Don't only when some pain comes then you feel. You feel without pain. That is higher neurology or whatever you are saying. Function of brain. And devotee can see that. And therefore, they are very careful in life. Alright, thank you very much. Although it is working day, thank you Samji for reminding. It's working day. You all came on time. Before time, this was the first place I saw that I came when you were here. Otherwise, usually I am sitting here, others are coming one by one.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your wonderful association. The scriptures say, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra, Koi Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Koi. That even a moment's association with an advanced devotee
Very good.
is the most valuable thing in our life. Today,
Achinta, take
we
photograph.
have work tomorrow, all these things, but this is a golden opportunity. And so it's hard for us to do. The questions keep coming, themes are coming, and this is the nectar flowing. So, Devaki Prabhu comes here once a year, sometimes for fortunate twice a year. So this is a very rare opportunity. And at this visit, we have only one more class by him. So if you would like to listen, if you would like to hear another discourse, please speak with me or Aparna Mataji, Radhinath Prabhu. It's actually very close to here, and they are dear neighbors. So, so please take advantage. This is a great opportunity. And we keep praying and hoping that Prabhu will keep visiting us more and more and more often and giving his very wonderful association. Finally, he was mentioning that we can read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam at home and purify our mind. So we have Bhagavad Gita, we have Bhagavatam here. If you would like a copy, please speak with me. And we would once again be very grateful for him to come and inspire all of us with his very loving guidance. Three times very loudly. Hari Bol!
But you must know one thing. Death does not see Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. It's knocking your door every day. So don't think that today is Monday, working day. Death is there. So let us be Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna.